to attack it and win the championship, taking 5 Blázsovics in his victory.
Here in Podgorica with the men's singles final. Györgydeák and Adam Blázsovics will be next out onto the arena to contest the men's singles final. Many congratulations to Anna Györgydeák, who defeated Caroline Greco in one of the most dramatic Teqball finals of recent times. Now we hand over to the men's singles, and here you can see the road to the finals. Blázsovics beating Györgydeák in the semi-final. Györgydeák beating Blázsovics to prevent it being an all-Hungarian final. And we await to welcome our 2 finalists out onto the field of play. Teqball from Portugal will be the main referee for this final, as the coaches get themselves into position. And out first then is Györgydeák in what is a rematch of our Madrid final. 23 years old, plays with the Textile, right-footed, and belongs to the Györgydeák Teqball club. Winner, of course, of singles in Madrid, 2022 singles world champion as well. Naples champion, World Series Krakow champion, but comes up against one of the greats of the sport, and the crowd already seem to have picked their favourite. Adam Blázsovics, 29 years old, again utilises the Textile. It's left foot versus right foot here, and Adam Blázsovics, of course, representing the Finnish Teqball Academy, and will be sporting a new celebration. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. If Adam Blázsovics is victorious, we are expecting a new celebration. Could become his trademark celebration. Men's doubles champion in 2022, men's singles champion in Skopje, and is a men's singles world champion in 2021. These two knowing each other very, very well. They're good friends off the field of play, but on the field of play, they are fierce competitors. A minute's warm-up as we are about to get underway. Györgydeák versus Blázsovics next up in Podgorica.
Well, yet again, we have the number 1 and number 2 seeds, so you can tell just the quality is rising to the top this week in Podgorica. And as you said, James, a repeat of Madrid when Györgydeák won, but he's still behind on the head-to-head. Blázsovics leading 5-4 in their 9 meetings. The similarity between the players and the stats is incredible though. Györgydeák has been playing the better of the last season or so, but they are both this season with 14 wins and 1 defeat, and both players have 18 career titles overall.
Yeah, Blázsovics is one of the stars of this sport. He's been competing pretty much since the start of this incredible journey this sport has been on. Won't be in the men's doubles final.
Yeah, there's been a bit of a changing of the guard, hasn't there, in some of the doubles, some of the familiar.
I mean, we've got the Serbians back, of course, in this competition, so no surprise to see Nikola Mitra and Bogdan Mirovic back in finals action.
And that should be a cracker.
Yeah,
really should.
Looking forward to that one. Banya can catch, but it is all about the men's singles at the moment.
Both these two lost a set in the semi-finals and nearly came a cropper in Györgydeák, the world number 1 in the yellow. Dropped a second set to Blázsovics, 12-7, but Balas just couldn't do enough in the end, and it was 12-9 to Györgydeák in the decider. And Blázsovics lost the set to Adrian Duszak of Poland, the second set there, but won 12-6 in the decider.
Blázsovics gets us underway with a big first serve. Has to get down low to return the response from Györgydeák. Györgydeák sets himself out wide, goes to the left foot, harvester, and celebrates vocally and takes that opening point. So the crowd very vocal in support of Caroline Greco. Who do they support in this match? They seem to give Adam Blázsovics a slightly bigger response.
First
He's just
service.
been a bit distracted by the youngsters on the sidelines, but composes himself and delivers yet another fantastic serve. Györgydeák gets himself up wide and heads the ball to the back of the court. Blázsovics in return with a big, powerful left foot. Györgydeák again cuts it short. Blázsovics does get down well and then headers in return. Györgydeák with the smash, absorbed by the body of Blázsovics. Smash in return from Blázsovics. Györgydeák using every angle.
Edge ball.
And it's an edge ball. And after all that work, the point has to be repeated.
It's breathless even watching,
Repeat
isn't it?
the
But I'll
rally.
tell you what a statement that would have been, because to take the first 2 serves against a male serve in the final would be huge.
First service.
Györgydeák goes into this final as the slight favourite, you feel.
Out.
Blázsovics has won pretty much everything there is to win in this sport.
Second
Györgydeák
service.
very much a singles specialist, the best player in the world at the moment, up against number 2. Györgydeák out wide now, sets himself up for the smash.
Edge ball.
called again. We could see quite
Repeat
a few of
the
them as
rally.
both players aggressive from the outset.
Could be here till, I don't know, 9 o'clock at this rate. There's so long that first match. We're over an hour into proceedings and we're normally
Well,
coming towards the end of the
First service.
second one by now.
such is the level that we've reached here in Podgorica. Györgydeák with the smash.
Point. 14 in
And
blue.
that one goes the way
Ooh,
of Blázsovics.
no argument from Györgydeák, but I thought he had an argument.
First service.
I'm sure if there's been a mistake with the scoring here, because at first. Anyway, it's 1 point all.
Györgydeák on the attack, on the prowl, good defence.
Blázsovics sucks it up then and drops it short, and it falls the
Point.
wrong side of the
14
net.
yellow.
And every point you feel is going to be crucial. Györgydeák
First service.
just making the most of
Out.
those early mistakes
Second
from Blázsovics. 2-1 early on in this opening set. Blázsovics
Net. Double fault.
with the
Point.
captain's
14 in
faults,
yellow.
and that is certainly
Change
a
service.
factor in the Blázsovics
Team in
game.
yellow
You
to
do
serve.
see a few double faults creeping in.
But
First
3-1
service.
to take the serve away from Blázsovics.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him
Edge
in these
ball.
opening stages. Györgydeák is looking pumped up and
New
ready
first
for
service.
this one. Györgydeák is looking very unstoppable in singles at the moment. Blázsovics gets
Point.
himself in a
14
bit of
in
a
yellow.
Yeah, he has become a
Plus.
single specialist, hasn't he? Most of the other players that are challenging him at the moment are dividing their
First
time
service.
between doubles and singles.
So Györgydeák really applying the pressure in the opening stages here. Blázsovics just does enough to get it back, but Györgydeák will attack this out wide, and that is unbelievable from
14
Györgydeák,
yellow.
who is looking like a machine out wide there. Smashes left, right and centre, prefers the right foot but plays with both.
Well, hold on. Blázsovics is pointing to the official at the near side. He hasn't challenged yet. He's saying, the other referee said different, but no joy, no changing of the decision, and no challenge. There we see it. Ooh, tell you what, he could have
First
challenged.
service.
There was a case for that, wasn't there? But you don't want to use that challenge so early on. Blázsovics doesn't quite get himself in a position to attack and just has to settle for chesting it out wide. And there's the smash from Györgydeák, who is
Point. 14
absolutely
yellow.
flying.
This is staggering level. And we're getting good rallies, even when Blázsovics just
First
manages
service.
to stay in them. But at the moment, Györgydeák is quite a way ahead.
Oh, I think that
Point.
clipped the
14
net on its
blue.
way past. Blázsovics will take that,
Change
blows out
service.
in
Team in blue to
relief.
serve.
And if Blázsovics can find a way of winning all 4 of his
First
serves
service.
here, he will be back into this after being 6-1 down.
Out.
So only winning 1 point on the
Second
Györgydeák
service.
serve. Györgydeák is very much the more confident of the two. Gets himself out wide. Another smash from Györgydeák, but Blázsovics is there to take the pressure of the ball. Heads it back to the middle of the play. Györgydeák sets himself out wide. This time attacks with his left foot, the weaker of his 2 feet. You wouldn't know it from the power that he generates from that shot. Blázsovics in all sorts of trouble here and doesn't mind to
Point.
manage to
14
find the
yellow.
table. And Györgydeák is looking absolutely phenomenal. Sometimes you look at a player and you say, they're playing well today, they're going to take some beating. It happened to Shababanyak in Madrid, and it seems to be the case for
First
Apor
service.
Györgydeák, who is looking absolutely in great form here, it has to be said. Good serve from Blázsovics. Györgydeák manages to just chest it back into another player. Chance now, Blázsovics set themselves up for the smash. There it comes,
Four.
Györgydeák is ready
Illegal
for it,
attack.
and it's an illegal attack
Point.
from Blázsovics,
14
and
yellow.
nothing is going the Hungarians' way at the moment, and Györgydeák 8-2 up.
Yeah, and I think at 7-2 going to 8-2, he decided not to challenge. He looked very disappointed with that decision. but this set is almost beyond him now.
Yeah, you can
First
see
service.
the referee had the perfect view from that. Blázsovics really will need something special to get himself back into this. Still settling, you feel, in this final. And that was
Edge ball.
just about an edge ball. Györgydeák celebrated it.
We thought it was a side ball, maybe a bit of psychology there, a bit of kidology to try and convince the officials.
Possibly, but
Yeah, just
Repeat
about
the
got away
round.
with the edge ball.
Györgydeák's not going to be too worried about
First
that
service.
though. 8-2 the score. And there is the huge serve from Blázsovics. Györgydeák gets himself out wide,
Out.
but ball was always
Point
running away
for
from
Team
him.
Blue.
And Blázsovics needs to try and just claw back at this as best he can.
service.
And still, I really will be thinking he is maybe perhaps got a little bit of an intention on that second set, because Györgydeák, oh well, a few mistakes
Edge
starting
ball.
to creep into his game. 8-4 now.
No, it's edge ball.
Oh, it's an edge ball. I thought
Oh,
that looked like
now
a
there's a
side ball.
challenge.
Okay,
Challenge has come in.
challenge requested
From
by Team Blue for
Blázsovics.
illegal return.
Legal return, he's saying.
Yeah, his coach said that it was an illegal return, and Blázsovics thanks him. We haven't seen the video evidence yet, but
Let's have a look then.
nowhere near on that.
No, it was nowhere near.
Unless it was, they were claiming that he touched it with the same part of his body twice in successive. And they're just checking now whether it's an edge ball or a side ball.
That's an edge ball, isn't it? You can see he makes contact with the edge of the table.
Yeah, when you can tell the angle changes hugely, usually indicates the edge.
So, Adam Blázsovics has used his challenge already and now has to face the rest of this match without a challenge. That will not be overturned. You do get your challenge back if
Challenge is
it's
completed.
overturned.
Illegal return, point for Team in Blue.
Wow.
Challenge remains for Team
Okay.
in Blue.
Well, it
So-
might have been using different parts of the
Must
body,
have been
not
that he
using
used the
different
same
parts.
body
Service,
part, yeah.
I
So
thought that's what his
that
coach
got
was
past all of
indicating.
us. So that's really astute play there from the Hungarians. So Blázsovics using the challenge very,
First
very well
service.
there, catching out the referees and the commentators. There comes the big serve from Györgydeák, and Blázsovics hits the edge
ball.
of the table and is starting, I feel, to grow
Side
into this
ball.
match. Györgydeák came
Point
out all guns
for Team
blazing.
Yellow.
Well, they've changed it from an edge ball to
Yeah.
a side ball, which doesn't help Blázsovics.
No, that
First
every
service.
point now for Györgydeák is looking an ominous sign towards this first set. Blázsovics with a smash. Györgydeák can
Point
only get his body
for
in the
Team
way, and
Blue.
Blázsovics is definitely improving as this set goes by, but the damage was done early on. He was 6-1 down in the opening stages of this set.
First service.
Has recovered to make it respectable, but you still feel this first set could well slip away from him, unless can Blázsovics mount a return
Out.
into the nets,
Point for
and
Team in
Györgydeák
Yellow.
is now just coasting.
Yeah, 10-5 shouldn't be any way back. When they met in Madrid just under 2 weeks ago, Györgydeák won 12-11, 12-9 in
First
two.
service.
So, Blázsovics now with the smash. Györgydeák is in a little bit of bother here. Managed to find the table from a very acute angle. Blázsovics with the smash. Györgydeák is there waiting for it. Sets himself in a position well. Cuts the ball to the left of the table. Blázsovics is there. Now has to return. Oh, he got himself in a
For Team
real
Yellow.
muddle there. Was aware of the illegal return, and
Change service.
they changed
Team in
serve.
Blue to serve.
11-5. Multiple set points to Györgydeák. And Blázsovics knows this one is slipping away.
First service.
Has to regroup and turn attention to perhaps
Out.
the next sets.
Yep, you
Will
don't-
this be a quicker final than we
Second
envisaged?
service.
It could be the way that it's turning out at the moment. Still a long way to go. Blázsovics with the serve. Györgydeák out wide to claim the set at the first of
Out.
asking. It's long.
Point for Team in Blue.
Blázsovics lives to see another day.
Needs to win another 6 in a row, though, don't forget. There's no 2-point
First
separation
service.
in the
It's
first
an
or second
inevitability
set.
at the moment. Blázsovics with the serve.
Edge ball.
It's an edge ball,
New first service.
so he gets another first serve.
Net.
Captain's fault fairly early on.
Second
Will it be
service.
another captain's fault to decide this opening set? No, it won't. Györgydeák is there though. Sets himself up for the left foot to smash. Well absorbed that by Blázsovics, who is going to do well to get that from the angle.
Illegal
And it's
attack.
an illegal attack.
Point.
And that
And
is
set for
the
Team
first
Yellow.
set to Apple Györgydeák, who has looked brilliant so far today. It has to be said. He takes it 12-6, and Györgydeák is flying.
Well, he's won a lot of trophies, really, had a lot of success recently, and Apple Györgydeák is clearly the world number one at the moment, but I don't think I've ever seen him play a better set in a final than that. considering the quality of the opposition, considering right from the off, Györgydeák was on it. Magnificent performance. Teqball singles at its finest and reserved 12-6 margin of victory. Yeah, the last point clearly over halfway.
There's nothing he could have done because he couldn't drag the ball back into play. That was his third and final touch. Goes over to Adam Bacco, his doubles partner. Those two are a formidable team. Haven't made it through to the final here in Podgorica.
Didn't recognise Adam with the white shirt.
Well, I
and
was going to say, Adam Bacco, you don't often see him not in a final. It touches the quality of the way he plays. Usually he's in the mixed doubles final, but not the case. We will have that, of course, as our penultimate match here live from Podgorica. It's good to take a look at some of the statistics there. First serves in from Györgydeák, 100%, 75% of which were won.
Ready,
So,
second set.
Blázsovics with a few things to think
Yellow
about
to
there.
serve.
Györgydeák on this kind of form is
First service.
very, very difficult to play against. Can Blázsovics find a way back into this match? Needs to start this second set well. There's the smash,
Out.
just long and
Point
loose.
for Team in Yellow.
And Györgydeák just looks unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah, as I said, just playing
First
out of his
service.
skin. He is the best player in the world at the moment, and he's proving it.
Edge ball.
Well, the first match
New first
between
service.
Greco and Jack was not far off an hour long. This one has been around 15 to 20 minutes so far.
Out.
And
Point for Team in Yellow.
again, another mistake from Blázsovics, and he just can't afford to make them with Györgydeák in this kind of form.
Yeah, I think he's just tightened up. A bit of a shock in the semi-final when
First
Blázsovics took
service.
a set off him and pushed him in the third set as well.
So Blázsovics this time gets it right out wide, and there's a double touch from
Point.
Györgydeák. It
14 in
cannons
blue.
off of his right shoulder. Györgydeák just looks so confident. There's a swagger about him.
First service.
First point on the board in the second set, then for Blázsovics. In comes the serve
Out.
from Györgydeák. It's long.
Second service.
So Györgydeák.
Net. Double fault.
it's a double
Point
fault.
for Team in Blue.
Yeah, well, we haven't
Change
seen
service.
too many
Team in blue
in the
to
last
serve.
year or so, I don't think, from
First service.
Györgydeák. And so Blázsovics with 4 to come at 2-2.
Out.
Just not making enough on his serve, though, at the moment. Adam Blázsovics
Second
can be a
service.
big weapon for the 29-year-old from the Phoenix Teqball Academy.
There's
Oh,
smash
beautiful.
from
Point for Team in
Györgydeák.
Yellow.
And he's just looking absolutely untouchable when he gets himself in that position. He's missing very, very few today. See the smash coming in there, just clipping the
First service.
far limits of the table. Blázsovics
Net.
into the nets.
Well, needs to drastically improve the first serve percentage here, Adam Blázsovics. It's got to be his only hope.
Yeah, it's a weapon
Second
when he gets it
service.
right. And dropped short there by Györgydeák. Blázsovics with the smash. That is
Point
brilliant.
for Team in Blue.
Unstoppable. The power he generated from that right foot, his weaker foot, by the way. Watch this. Bang. No chance. So Blázsovics settling,
First
you feel,
service.
perhaps in this second final. Can he now start to edge ahead? Needs to
Out.
find some more consistency, because Györgydeák is not
Second
letting much
service.
slip by him today. 92% of first serves in versus 43%. There's the smash from Györgydeák. Blázsovics does incredibly well to keep that alive. Needs to get himself back in position now. Györgydeák with the head. It's brilliant from Györgydeák,
Team Yellow.
who is just delivering attack after attack. Whether it's with the head or the right foot, still momentum with the Romanian. Part of the Györgydeák Teqball Club
First service.
2022 singles world
Net.
champion, is showing why he's
Second
so
service.
well respected by many in this game and considered as the best player in the world. He is the best player in the world as far as ranking goes.
Out.
And it's an
Point for Team in
uncharacteristic
Blue.
mistake from Györgydeák, who surely has to
Change
have
service.
some
Team in
consistency
yellow
slip
to
into
serve.
his game.
First service.
At 4-all in this second set. This is much closer than the first set was. Blázsovics out wide. There's a
Whoa.
smash, and I think that was net ball.
Point for Team in Blue.
No, it's hit the back of the table.
Challenge requested by Team in Yellow for
Yeah.
edge ball.
So challenge has been requested there
Your-
from Györgydeák.
Yeah, your initial reaction was that,
Was
wasn't
edge
it?
ball,
So
yeah.
let's
You go
see.
by reactions, as do the referees, as do the players often, but let's have a look then. This is the one and only challenge that Györgydeák will get if this is incorrect. If it's called to be an edge ball. He will get that challenge back. Yeah, I think that is an edge ball. Looking at it from that angle, it's difficult to say exactly.
Yeah, sometimes it is difficult to see on the slow motion. It's easy just to watch it at real pace
It
again.
looks like there's one really long ball there, doesn't it, on the replay? Although you see that point of contact. Maybe that is the back of the table, actually. You see where the shadow of the ball is.
There might not be enough to overrule it here. The original call may stand here.
I think, you know what, if you look at where the shadow of the ball is at the back of the table, not that frame, but next.
Players are both watching the big screen here.
Whew, that is so tight to call. That's got to be
Challenge is completed. No edge ball.
No
Point
edge ball.
for Team
So
Blue.
it stays
No more challenge for Team
to
Yellow.
Blázsovics. Both players have lost their challenges, so we will see no more challenges in this match. The school kids are on their feet in the crowd, primed and ready. 5-4 the score. Blázsovics leads for the first time in a while. It's on the Györgydeák serve still. In comes that serve.
Point.
And that is an
for
ace.
Team Yellow.
Straight down the left-hand side of the table. Györgydeák with the first ace of the match. Blázsovics can't get near it.
Out.
5-all, second serve. In it comes, Blázsovics out wide. There's the smash. Györgydeák is in all sorts of trouble here and was
Point for Team
right
Blue.
in the back of the arena towards the two Hungarian representatives in those big comfy orange chairs.
First service.
And Blázsovics now again has a good solid stance in the second set with a lead, attacks the ball at the back. Györgydeák manages to get it and turns his defensive attack. A chance now for Blázsovics, smash!
Point.
And it goes
For
the
Team
way
Blue.
of Blázsovics. And this is more like it from the Hungarian.
Change service.
Really wobbled in
Team
that
Blue
first
serve.
set. Has found what he so desperately craved, which is consistency. Now needs to continue that consistency onto the serve. The first serve, key here for Blázsovics. It's such a weapon
First
when it
service.
goes right. Just composing himself. In comes that serve.
Net.
It's into the net. It's another fault from
Yeah,
Blázsovics.
that's what he struggled on. He took 3 out of the 4 Györgydeák serves for the first
Second
time.
service.
It's slowed down that Blázsovics serve as well. In comes that second serve though, it's good. Györgydeák another chance to attack. Uses his head, will set himself up and smash the next one. But unless can Blázsovics finish this point?
Out. Point for Team
Oh
Yellow.
my goodness
Can't
me.
believe he's missed it.
I
Facial
know.
expression says it all.
Head in hands, it really was a good opportunity to open up a bit of
First
daylight there.
service.
Another first serve for Blázsovics. In it comes, it's
Out.
long once again. He's not managing to find those first serves at the minute, and it's really letting him down.
Second service.
So a second serve for Blázsovics. Again, in it comes. Györgydeák now. Oh,
Out.
it's a mistake from
Point.
Györgydeák. Well, we're
For
seeing
Team Blue.
mistakes from both sets of players creeping into their games. And 8-6 now to Blázsovics. Are we going to go the distance after all? It didn't look like it after the first set, but
First
Blázsovics,
service.
relief on his face.
Well,
Out.
not done yet, is it? And if he can't nail that first serve, he could yet be in trouble.
Second service.
So Blázsovics finds the back of the table. Györgydeák finds the power. Blázsovics manages to keep it alive and gets the ball back brilliantly, but a chance now for Györgydeák to finish this with his head, and he does so, and Blázsovics just uses his hand to stop the
Team
ball from
Yellow.
going out the arena, which even that doesn't do. And a big round of applause for Györgydeák there to himself as he tries to pump himself up and prepare himself for the remainder of the second set. Very little in it on the Blázsovics
First
serve.
service.
Blázsovics still yet to find a first serve on this service routine.
Edge ball.
And it's an edge ball, and he will repeat that first serve.
New first service.
New first service then for Blázsovics. In it comes, it's good, but Györgydeák still has a bit of pressure here, and that's hit the wrong side of the
Point for
table,
Team Blue.
and the ball cannons off the commentary box. Is your laptop okay, Tim? I
Change
think there was
service.
contact there.
Is the
We'll
line
go to
yellow
VAR
serve?
for the replay, but no, jokes aside, Adam Blázsovics
First service.
has utilised there and finally gets the first serve in. First serve's good from Györgydeák. Excellent aggression now from Blázsovics. Györgydeák
Out.
doesn't get the ball
Point
back, it's
for Team
long,
Blue.
and Blázsovics on the cusp now of levelling this match, just 2 points away. Györgydeák just getting a bit of the moisture off the table. Everything
First service.
needs to go your way to secure this set
Out.
from both players. We've seen a few more mistakes
Second service.
slipping into the Györgydeák serve. Here it comes then. The chance Blázsovics with the smash. Drops it short with the harvester.
Illegal attack.
A legal
Point
attack.
For team in yellow.
And it is Györgydeák.
Yeah, not over yet.
No.
Györgydeák could easily put in a couple of big serves here and level it up.
Certainly. With that confidence, you can see they crossed the line.
First
With that
service.
confidence from
Edge ball.
victory on the first set, which was 6-12
New first
away
service.
of the Romanian. And it's
Net.
a net, so gets
Second
another
service.
go of things with the second serve. In comes serve for Györgydeák. Blázsovics, oh, again, it's a mistake.
Out. Point for team in yellow.
And it seems to be whoever can stop themselves from making mistakes at the moment
First
is
service.
carrying that momentum forward. Oh,
Edge ball.
that was close to an ace there from Györgydeák. Ball just skimming the back edge of the table. So he gets to
New
repeat
first service.
first serve. In comes the serve. Blázsovics is there ready. Out wide, left foot, strong with the 2 feet.
Out.
And it was
Point
out.
for team in yellow.
So,
Wow.
Györgydeák has rescued things
Change
from a
service.
perilous position. 10-all. He wants the ball to be dried off as the change of serves. And you can see there, great string of points there from Györgydeák, and needed those 3 to bring it back to 10-all. It was 10-7, but it does switch serves, and now if Blázsovics can find some more first serves, could still cruise to this second set.
Györgydeák
Team in blue
hasn't
to serve.
been ahead in this set since 4-3. What a time this would be, but the serves to come. Blázsovics remains
First
favourite.
service.
Here we go, big point coming up here. Blázsovics
Net.
hits the net.
Second
It's
service.
a second serve, another fault from Blázsovics.
Oh,
Oh, that
Point
is
for
brilliant
Team
from
Blue.
Blázsovics, who digs deep, finds a very strong serve, and sets up his first set point
First
of the
service.
match. Adam Blázsovics of Hungary, in with the serve. Györgydeák manages to get it back. Yes, he does. It clips the net a little bit on the way past, and that's put Blázsovics in all sorts
Point
of trouble.
for team in yellow.
And it will still remain on the Blázsovics serve, but it is a winner-takes-all match and set points.
First service.
Here we go then, drama in the second set. In comes the serve from Blázsovics. Györgydeák with a chance to finish this match. Blázsovics now with a chance to win the set. So much drama in this second set. Blázsovics out wide with the smash, does well to make the table, puts pressure on Györgydeák, who just chests it safely back into play. Blázsovics now goes for the big winner, and it's
Point and
Out.
match for team in yellow.
and Györgydeák has done it. Blázsovics went for the big finish, and it's long, slaps the table in frustration. But it now becomes back-to-back titles for Apple Györgydeák, winner in Madrid in the rematch of the final between the Romanian and the Hungarian. Many congratulations to Apple Györgydeák, who's done it in straight sets. He beats Blázsovics 12-6, 12-11, another gripping final, Tim.
but yet again, it's the Romanian who comes out on top. He just has a habit of winning when he looks down and out. And Blázsovics, having been way ahead on the head-to-head just even a year or so ago, must now be sick of the sight of his friend off the table, because Apple Györgydeák just seems to have his number. He did him in 2 sets in Madrid, and 2 weeks later in Podgorica, Montenegro, it's another straight sets win for Apple Györgydeák. 12-6, 12-11.
So 2 matches done, 3 of our finals still to go, but next up we have our gala match.
Here are the statistics from that match.
And you can see first serves there were not Adam Blázsovics' friends, only winning 18% of his first serve points, contrary to that Apple Györgydeák winning 50%. So time now for the awards ceremony in the men's singles final.
Please welcome the award presenter. We are honored to present you Mrs. Katarina Bulatovic,
Mrs. Katarina Bulatovic, Sports Director of the Montenegrin Olympic Committee, will be handing out the prizes to
The silver medal
Györgydeák
goes to
and
Adam Blázsovic.
Adam Blázsovic. It's another silver for Adam Blázsovic. Back-to-back silvers after taking silver in Madrid. Can't find a way past Apple Györgydeák once again. but it's still another very good competition for Adam Blázsovics, who takes second place and $700. But it is once again the rampant Romanian Györgydeák who makes it another victory after winning the Teqball World Championships last year in Nuremberg, winner in Madrid, and now winner here in Podgorica. He is looking unbeatable in men's singles at the moment and lifts the trophy up high. Györgydeák is the Teqball Tour Podgorica 2023 champion. So attention now turns to our featured gala match. Let's take a look at the highlights. So welcome.